they taught you all about the holidays, at least something, in your public school system? Did any of them teach you about Feast of Weeks? And that this Feast of Weeks belonged to you. This was a peculiar holiday that belonged to black folk, designed to make you rich. Well, now, why do you think they wouldn't teach you about Feast of Weeks festival in your school? Think maybe it's because they didn't want you to be rich? In fact, how many of you learned how to be rich in school? Come on, I mean, surely somebody can raise their hand. What did you go to school for if you didn't learn how to be rich? I mean, what's the purpose of school if you can't learn how to be rich? It sounds to me like we've been shortchanged. To go to school and don't know how to think and be able to grow rich. But after, you know, if you get lucky, you might run across a course one day, Think and Grow Rich. One day you may hear about possibility thinking. But I was never taught that in school. I don't know what you were taught, but I wasn't. But Feast of Weeks teach you possibility thinking, and Feast of Weeks teaches you how to think and grow rich as a result of thinking on the law of Feast of Weeks. It's impossible to be poor and practice the law of Feast of Weeks. See, now some of you here last night have to bear witness. Now, you can't, see, in America, you want to be rich through the lottery. That means no work. Black people in America have been taught to love no work. Who is welfare for? People that love not working. See, you can't enjoy heaven with the welfare mentality. You have to want more out of life than welfare. People have come to me on welfare, but I really teach you how to get off of it. That's why we have income-producing properties. That eliminates going through those changes about welfare. You know, so somebody tell you how many babies you can't have, and tie your tubes and cut your tubes, and a man can't live with you. You can't have no husband, and you know they're gonna put him in jail, and tell you when they can come to your house and just walk up when they want to, invade your privacy. I mean, you have to go through all those indignities to get some chump change. Then you go to school and go to college, and I mean, they have you brainwashed to go to college and pay. You pay them to keep you from learning how to think. It only costs you $50,000, $60,000 to go to one of these Ivy League schools now for 4 years, and you come out at the end of 4 years without a job. You have to, they call it hunting, job hunting. And hunting is slim in America. There's more folks hunting than jobs available. And it's getting worse. As Eastern employees, ITT employees, as some of the savings and loan and bank employees, as you prepare for your future with white folks. sure hate to punch a hole in your balloon, but you're going to have a hard way to go. White folks don't even like you no more. If they ever did. Oh, you haven't heard about affirmative action, have you? Y'all haven't heard about set-asides? Y'all heard about that? It's called an ancient animal. It's called an extinct being. Phenomenon. Let me say that. That's an extinct phenomenon. They call it reverse discrimination, and they sit on the courts. When you get one set on the court, they get him off. They get him out of there. Ask Al C. Hastings. You'll find out. They will get you. If you become a black superintendent and be really good at it, they'll put you in jail for thinking about getting some gold plumbing. And jail you and say, we know you thought about it. You thought about getting it. See, when you learn the law of the Feast of Weeks, you don't have to worry about things like that. You know, we get gold and put it all over ourselves. Not only plumbing, I mean, it's all around our necks, all on our hands. I mean, you know, all my followers getting gold and have silver. I mean, hey. Oh, glory. All my disciples are rich. They have several $100s hanging around their neck. I teach you to do it. What good is paper? It'll burn up. See, this gold, it may melt, but it won't go away. You can reshape this stuff. But Lord, if you have your money in the closet and the house catch on fire, you are in trouble. Feast of Weeks teach you how to be rich, really rich. And most of my people are afraid of money. Really are they afraid? I found out my people are afraid to really talk about money and getting rich and being rich. They don't understand money, so they're afraid of it. They never learn what to do with money. They never study money, but they dream about it all the time. And when they get money, it's like a nightmare. It just gets away. But if the masses of my people learn to do with money what Yahweh does with money, look how rich my people would be. See, if I saw all these new town cars and all these buses and new stuff that we have riding up down the street, I'd have to join. I would. I'd just have to go on and join. I mean, I'd just join from seeing the riches myself. I would. See, it's the funny thing about heaven. Heaven includes all the money. But money is not heaven. See, money is not heaven. Money does not make for heaven. But money is included in heaven. But then we don't know anything about heaven either. See, the law of the Feast of Weeks teaches us what heaven is and where it is and how to get there. And it teaches you that you don't have to die. See, boy, the Feast of Weeks is real. It teaches you don't have to die and go somewhere. I don't know where these preachers be telling y'all going. They said your mama went, and yeah, preachers told you that your grandma went, you know, and I don't care how bad your relatives were that died, the preacher told you they all went to heaven.